Michael Che and Colin Jost kicked off the Emmys with jokes that ranged from Roseanne Barr's cancelled show to Ronan Farrow's impact on the #MeToo movement. The Saturday Night Live hosts were listing cancelled shows saved by other networks when they mentioned Roseanne's axed hit series following her racist tweet. Roseanne was cancelled by herself, but picked up by white nationalists, Jost quipped. "She's had a rough year," Che added. "I heard Roseanne is moving to Israel. I mean, damn, how messed up is your life? You have to go to the Middle East to get peace of mind." The hosts mentioned Laurie Metcalfe, who received a supporting actress nomination for her work on Roseanne's show, to a round of applause from the audience. "You know how great you have to be to get nominated for Roseanne now?" Che asked the crowd. "That's like nominating a cop for a BET award. It doesn't happen. That would be weird." The #MeToo movement was also a big part of the SNL hosts' monologues, hardly a surprise after CBS CEO Les Moonves was caught in his own scandal this month. "You know, it's an honor to be here sharing this night with the many talented and creative people who haven't been caught yet," they joked. This year the audience is allowed to drink in their seats, "cause the one thing Hollywood needs right now are people losing their inhibitions at award functions," Jost added. He then noted that Netflix had the most nominations for the night, adding, "If you're a network executive, that's the scariest thing you can probably hear. Except, sir, Ronan Farrow is on line 1, he quipped to a roar of laughter from the crowd, noting how the New Yorker journalist has broken a slew of #MeToo exposes. "You don't want that call," she added. "My mother doesn't like watching white award shows cause you guys don't thank Jesus enough," she joked. "The only white people who thank Jesus are Republicans and ex-crackheads." She then noted how, although things were getting better, television has always had a diversity problem. "They did 15 seasons of her without one Filipino nurse. Have you been to a hospital?" he quipped to laughs from the audience. "Even on a great show like Cheers, they made a show about an all-white sports bar in 1980s Boston, and not one black dude walked in and then walked out." Jost listed a slew of new revivals that were coming out with people of color in the lead roles, before joking it would be balanced out by an all-white Atlanta. 15 Miles Outside of Atlanta focuses on white women who call the police on the cast of Atlanta, he said. The hosts continued to get political as Jost joked that things were very different when the Emmys were first held in 1949. "We all agreed that Nazis were bad," he quipped as the audience burst into a huge round of applause. She also joked about The Handmaid's Tale being painted as a show of fiction. The Handmaid's Tale takes place in an imaginary future where a group of people are forced to work and make babies against their will, he began. "That's what black people call history." The hosts also took a subtle aim at Donald Trump as they brought up the Obama's new production deal with Netflix. "My dream is they only produce their own version of The Apprentice, and it gets a way higher ratings," she said. One step closer to Black Sheldon, Thompson jokes, referring to the main character of The Big Bang Theory. "I'm gonna go ahead and say it, we solved it," Thompson proclaimed. "Seriously?" Kate asks excitedly. "So diversity isn't a problem in Hollywood anymore?" "Nope, we solved it," Thompson says. They joke that they kindly gave Asian people that one show, referring to Fresh Off the Boat, before adding, "Who can forget the amazing Sandra Oh, the first Asian woman to ever be nominated for a Let Emmy Actress Award," emphatically thanks them before joking, "It's an honor just to be Asian." You see there none, now there's one. Thompson exclaims. And so we're done, McKinnon jokes. We've solved it. We've gotten with the times, they continue to sing, touching on the number Me Too movement as Keenan told the crowd to give itself a pat on the back. But don't touch your neighbor, McKinnon interjects. We solved it, banished every creep who broke the law, they continue, as Titus Burgess and Kristen Bell joins them. Won't cut them any slack, they've been away a month now, let them all come back, they added, referring to how the likes of Matt Lauer and Louis C.K. are trying to stage comebacks. Sterling K. Brown then joins the group to congratulate the room. Look at us, we're all different in the same way. We solved it, this room is so diverse, he sings, before jokingly pointing out they're all Democrats. Suddenly Ricky Martin appears and stops the production. You haven't solved it, he says. This is way too white. The production then continues as Martin leads them in a dance, before Burgess jokes, we know exactly where we stand, with Roseanne, no, the rest of the celebrities yell. Suddenly Andy Samberg descends from the ceiling, perched on a cutout of the moon. But what about me, he croons. Is there any room for a straight white guy like me? As he stands on the stage, McKinnon looks at him and goes, you can't be a part of this is. Share this article. Share. RuPaul suddenly appears, saying he has a phone call for Thompson. Hi, hello? Thompson says into the phone. Oh, we did not solve it, I see. Long way to go, okay, cart before the horse, okay, very good. I appreciate your call. Thank you, Ru, he says, handing back the phone. You called me up here for one line in your stupid skit? Y'all ain't right, RuPaul replies, alluding to the lack of LGBTQ characters on television. Then John Legend appears on the stage to sing, as Chrissy Teigen jokingly tried to avoid being included in the camera shot as it turned to the audience. They solved it, Legend croons to the crowd, through the magic of TV.